Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the June 2020 Shadow Work Tarot reading for the sign of Aries. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, okay? So take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding placements, and see which video's title resonates for you most at this time. Just to give you insight as to the multiple decks that I'm using today. This is quite a big one. So to begin with, I'll be pulling from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck, right? And then next I'll be pulling from the Angelarium Oracle deck. Then I'll be pulling a Moonology card. And then I'll be using the Wild Unknown Tarot to get more messages. And then further insight and clarification using the Intuitive. So this is quite a big reading because I felt like with everything that's going on currently in the world, this massive shift that we're witnessing, and the really powerful lunar eclipse and the sign of Sagittarius that we just experienced, there's a lot of that residual energy that's really affecting us at this time. So I thought it was best to go really into it this time round. So without further ado, let's begin. Just a quick thank you to everyone who's been watching, commenting, subscribing and sharing my videos. It means the world to me. It's great to have you a part of this community. And especially now that more and more people are really looking to do their inner work. So it's really a privilege to be, assisting in that process with, going in, finding out what needs to be healed, what needs to be resolved, and doing the work that is necessary in order to transcend old cycles and move forward into a positive and bright future. So, let's see. In regards to the Dark Mirror deck, you've got the Perchance to Dream card, right? So this is about the falling away of something and wanting to numb oneself to some aspect of our life, some situation, where it's easier to fall back into the dream and the denial and delusion than face the reality head on, right? So there's something that you may be consistently avoiding because there's some aspect of it that brings you a lot of pain, that brings confusion, that just makes you face something that you don't want to face, something that holds a lot of weight or you find very challenging. And that's the thing, it may even be some of these old patterns that you're having to release, but this is kind of like giving in to nihilism in some sense, just not wanting to look at it anymore and just allow things to be whatever it is and accepting them for what they are, and just kind of wanting to, well, not accepting them for what they are, but just kind of like wanting to buy into the dream, right? So it's the opposite of that. I'm just trying to find the right words to explain it. But basically it's like being somewhat aware of the reality, but choosing to fall into a deep slumber of an illusion, right? It's all about illusion. So yeah, this can go over here. Actually, no, I'll put him over here next to Mr. Crow here. All right, so yeah, that's what the energy of that card pretty much represents. It's like, what's wrong with having a dream? What's wrong with wanting to buy into, the illusion a little bit? Because the reality is so painful. It's so supercharged with all these things I have to address that I really don't want to at this time. And even when I was shuffling your tarot cards, pre-shuffling, I really felt this sense of confusion or, stubbornness, or it's more like there was friction, There was some friction there, not wanting to do something, not wanting to look at something, a little bit of stubbornness, but it was more like friction that I was feeling. So we'll see as we continue what that could be in relation to. So we'll go over to the Angelarian deck now and see what else is being communicated at this present time for you by the shadow aspect, i.e. the unconscious, state of being, the shadow. So you have Suklav, angel of verdancy. I may be saying that completely wrong, but I apologize if that's the case. So angel of verdancy, okay? So that's very interesting. So while there's this reflection and there's this hesitation to face the reality, and I think the reason for this is because you know that a significant change is taking place, you know. There's a seed that is blossoming deep within you, more and more and more, and it's bringing certain things into your awareness. And there may be some aspects of that that's quite challenging, because like I said, because you're having to release something, you're having to let go of something and face the truth of the matter, right? There's some old behaviors or patterns that need to be released because something new has germinated within you. It's growing, it's thriving, right? So while this rebirth is taking place, there is a need to release something. So let's have a quick look at what that could be in relation to. But before we go into the moonology, I just want to give you a little bit of an excerpt from the booklet itself, because this is such a new deck. You know, I can't give you the depths of what this card represents yet because it's so new, but I can give you a bit more insight from the booklet itself. So let's have a quick look. Angel of verdancy. Must have gone past it somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay. So the wind moves through the grass in waves, carrying with it the seeds of growth. It flows across the landscape and buries into the cool soil. Beneath the fallow earth, seeds vibrate and burst, changing the loam. The transmuted life already craving the open air and the ecstasy of sunlight. It is nature and natural for a plant life to seek the sky and the blessings of the sun. With this simple act, no prayer, the dominion of Suklav expands. With open hands, Suklav denies decay and defies entropy. All is verdant where Suklav wanders. Let your roots take hold and allow the gaze of Suklav to fall on you. It is the season for blossoming, and the signs for this are a branch, a flower, or a seed. So this is what I was talking about, right? The release of these old patterns of behavior, these old cycles, old energies, negative energies, things from the past that are just remnants and no longer have a place where you're headed. And this is the beautiful blossoming of the seeds that you've planted within yourself. This is abundance coming in, right? Through your natural state of being. This is you tapping into your true natural state of being, and you starting to see and feel how different your reality is becoming as a result, right? It's shaping your reality. So while you might not see huge changes yet, I think you're already starting to see signs of that. You're already feeling this shift, and you can see that the work that you've done within yourself is coming to the forefront. And because it's this breaking away of the old, right? Like the old soil, like the damp earth, you know, there's this breaking away for these seeds to germinate on the surface, right? To blossom. That's what's happening within you right now. So you're cracking open, and this new aspect of you, this renewed sense of self, is coming to the surface. So you may be struggling a little bit right now because you know that you're going through this huge transformation. You might not even recognize aspects of yourself. You might not like the same things you used to like. Your tastes in food and clothing and music may even change. You know, things like that. So you're having to adapt and, you know, kind of go with this massive change that's happening for you right now, Aries. It's a big change. So I understand there's going to be a little bit of hesitancy and friction with that, and I think that's what I was picking up on. That there's a little bit of friction and hesitancy because it's such a huge change for you. You know, it's like for you feel like you're becoming a completely different person in some ways. But the reality is you're just stepping more and more into your truth, right? So let's see what else we can pull in regards to this from the Moonology deck. So what does the Moonology deck have to say in regards to this matter? Ooh, too many cards want to come out then. Blimey. So what else can we find for Aries? Okay, you have communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Interesting. So this is it. This is finding new ways to express yourself, right? Because at the moment, you're going through this huge shift. There's a lot of changes taking place. And there might be things occurring in your day-to-day life that where you're sensing friction from others as well. Like it's not just coming from you, but there's also this friction coming from those around you because they're also feeling this vibrational change within you, but they can't really make sense of it. So when someone says, oh, but why are you doing that now? And why do you not do this anymore? And why is that? You can just explain to them like, that's just how I am now. This is how it is for me. Things have changed. I have changed. I'm on a different path. You know, you don't have to explain yourself, but you can just state plainly that this is the case, you know, that I'm evolving, I'm changing. This is a part of my new path now, right? And people can even accept that or try and understand it. And if they can't, that's fine. It's not your place to explain who you are. It's just communicating honestly how you truly feel about things. And especially right now, because as we're in the pre-shadow of a Mercury retrograde, it's going to be a bit messy when it comes to communication, especially when you factor in all the other retrogrades. I mean, Venus is in retrograde, so that's a nightmare when it comes to, you know, expressing yourself from, you know, the heart, you know, bringing things from this, from the shadow to the surface. It's not so easy, right? So now is a good time to really focus on what your needs are and how you can meet your own needs, rather than making demands of other people, because now is not the time to do that. But what you can do is express what your needs are to others so they understand that if you're being a little bit more introverted, it's because you're going through a huge shift. You know, you're having to integrate these new energies, right? And this new awareness that you have. So the integration process takes a bit of time. So you can explain that, you know, I just need some time to myself. I need to take care of myself. You know, I'm going through a big change at the moment. You know, there's a lot of things happening in my life. So I just need a bit of time to, you know, make sense of it all or whatever. You can do that. You can express that. That's fine. So don't be afraid to do that. If people are picking up on it, they don't really understand, and, you know, they might be concerned because they know that you're maybe withdrawing, or you may be, you know, you might be acting a little bit differently than you usually are, and you can just explain that, you know, you just got a lot of stuff going on right now, nothing bad, but it's just huge changes in your life, and you're just adapting, you know, and you're just doing the inner work. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let's have a look. But I feel like there's something else that you're resisting. We might see this when we pull the tarot, but I feel like there is something else that you're resisting at this time, Aries. Something that you need to express that you're not expressing. It's like, I feel like it's associated with these energies in particular, that there's something from your past that you still have an attachment to. And you know that, you know, some element of that needs to be released, but at the same time, there's something that you want in regards to that attachment, but you're not communicating that. You're just allowing yourself to dream the possibility, right? But not actually focus on what it is that you want, and actually actively doing something about it to make it a part of your reality. Yeah, I'm just seeing the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Lovers card, so more Gemini energy. Could be dealing with a Gemini, but either way, I feel like there is something that you've wanted for some time. I don't feel like there's any indecision in regards to that. It's something from the past that you feel like you can't really, there isn't really a chance for a second round of things, but at the same time, you want that, There's no confusion as to what it is and who it involves, that, but you just don't see it coming together, and that's why you're not communicating that. That's what I'm getting so far, but let's go into it. Okay. Ooh. All right. So, first card you got here is the Nine of Wands. So, fire energy. This is your energy along with Sagittarius and Leo, right? Nine of Wands. So, what this is communicating is that, you're a little bit, there's a little bit of friction on this path that you're taking because there's something you're reluctant to leave behind. There's something that you experienced. It caused you a great deal of pain. It was difficult, possibly even traumatic for some of you. But there's something that's attached to that past situation that you're reluctant to leave behind because there's still a lot of attachment there, or there's still a lot of love towards a specific person, right? But either way, I feel like you have to keep moving forward, and that the clarity that you need on what it is that you want to do or what's going to bring you back into alignment is at the end of that path, right? See the moon there shining? So you know that, yes, while it hasn't been difficult, you have what it takes to get there, right? You're already on that path. You've already gone a significant distance, right? And that's why you're starting to feel it vibrationally, this shift taking place within you. The seeds they're no longer seeds. They've already been germinating, and soon they will be blossoming on the surface. So you're already feeling that. You've come so far. So there's no need to be afraid, right? You're already doing the work, so you just got to keep moving forward. Next card you have is the Devil, so Capricorn energy, right? So what's being expressed here is that there is some attachment, but I feel like that's kind of bringing your energy down by refusing to release whatever it was. I don't know if it's not as necessarily like the attachment to a person that you're struggling with, but even though I feel like there is someone that you have very strong feelings for, I feel like it's more the toxic attachment here is not that there is an attachment to a person that's becoming an obsession, nothing like that. It's more that you're finding it hard to release the negative, right? The negative aspects of your past, things that you're trying to walk away from and leave behind. You're not able to make peace with it yet, and that's kind of what's creating, I feel like, the friction on this path. Coming to terms with the past and knowing that it can't be changed, but you can affect where you go from here. So if you have any feelings of remorse or regret, that's going to be very much coming to the forefront at this time. So you have to release that. So not only I feel like you're not necessarily forgiving certain people that you feel have wronged you in the past, but I feel like you'll find it difficult to forgive yourself on something that you may have said, with communication being here. There may have been something you said that you don't feel was truly reflective of how you felt, like it was said out of turn in anger or because you were upset and you feel like you can't change it. There's no way to change what was communicated. Or perhaps you're feeling, you feel like you can't let this go because you didn't get to say what you needed to say. Because like I said, there is something you're wanting to express here to someone. But rather than do it, you're just kind of dreaming about it, what it would be like if you could make it happen, right? So that's the thing. You need to express that because otherwise that will keep you in a lower vibration, which would be a shame because you're doing so well. You've come so far. And there's some really beautiful energies that's coming from you at this time that you are birthing into your reality, right? from this significant shift that's taking place within you. So then finally you have the Seven of Pentacles here. So Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Could very well be dealing with a Capricorn here, but either way. Or you could have this Gemini or Capricorn strongly in your chart. Either way, I feel like what is being shown here is that the best thing you can do is continue moving forward and seeing each step as an investment in your personal growth, right? Your personal growth, your spiritual growth, your emotional growth, you know. So take it one step at a time, that it's not a race, it's a process, and you're getting there. You're making significant changes, right? Keep investing in yourself. Keep investing in bettering yourself, essentially. And you're going to reap some very positive rewards as a result, right? That's the best thing you can do at this time. And with that, it becomes, a lesson in how to, express yourself authentically to others as well. Because if you keep investing in yourself and your personal growth and balancing all aspects of self, mind, body, and spirit, then ultimately you're going to see that play out in how you communicate and connect with others also. So if you've been finding it difficult to find the right words or to communicate effectively with someone, you're going to find that much more easy. We're going to find that a lot easier to do, right? If you keep doing the work. Okay, so let's turn to the intuitive now to get some clarification, see if there's any more insight we can provide in regards to this. But I feel like the message is pretty clear. I mean, obviously the situation will depend on individual circumstances, but the energies are very clear there. Okay, so clarifying the Nine of Wands, you have the Six of Swords. Okay, so air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Yeah, so as you move on this journey, and while it's been rough, there's been bumps in the road, right? There's been obstacles that you've had to overcome. You are slowly moving towards calmer waters. That it's not all aspects of this journey is going to be an uphill struggle, right? That I feel like you are moving towards calmer waters. Things will start to balance out very soon for you. And I think when you start to feel that within yourself, you'll start to see that more in your reality. So use this energy to do that, right? This ascendant energy that's coming in. I feel like a lot of it's being channeled through nature itself, right? Because we are aspects of nature. So I feel like if you spend some time out of the city in nature and just ground yourself and understand that you are on the path, you've done a lot of work, you have what it takes to keep going. You are moving into calmer waters, smoother waters. It will really help you to balance yourself and ground your energy, right? In regards to the Devil here, you have the Six of Pentacles, okay? More earth energy. Yeah, you're trying to establish balance in your life because you understand where there is imbalance in you, in your reality, and in connections that you've had or currently have, right? You understand where there might be some toxic behaviors, thought patterns, emotional reactions to things of that nature, right? Or where there may even be some deception when it comes to things that you've communicated in the past or you're currently expressing or not expressing. You're understanding that that's attached to fear, or regret or remorse, things of that nature. You're understanding that, so you're trying to balance that energy out. Your fear with your courage, your the unknown with the understanding and awareness that you have, right? So that's the best thing you can do. And it's okay to express, like, listen, I don't know how I really feel about this right now, so I need to go and take some time to process this. That's fine. If you're unsure about something, you can do that. The important thing is that you communicate what it is that you're feeling, how you feel energetically about a situation, right? And not pretending that everything's fine when it's not, Okay, that's really important. And then finally, you have clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So lots of earth energy in this reading. So very well could be a Capricorn or a Virgo, Taurus, right? But either way, I feel like what it's expressing here is that, yeah, you yourself doing this work, continuing on this path, investing in your dreams wisely, okay? So not putting energy and time into something that is distracting you from your path, right? But it's actually aligned to your path. You're going to see a lot of abundant energy coming in. It's going to nourish you. It's going to make you feel good. You're going to feel more, energized, refreshed, right? Feeling like you are in a better place, mind, body, and spirit, to tackle any obstacle that comes your way, right? It's like you're going to directly feel that whatever you put out there, you're going to feel it tenfold, right? That's what I'm getting from this. So it's important that you don't feed your denial or your fears, your shame, your guilt, your remorse, any illusions, right? You invest your time and energy and resources into yourself, into your path, into your true dreams, right? Into, communicating and connecting with those that you feel aligned with yourself, right? Or that you feel you can learn from, and vice versa. Then you're going to feel very abundant. Then you're going to see abundance all around you, right? And you're going to not only see that, but you're going to express it. You're going to express your gratitude by sharing it. I feel like that's very much your energy, Aries. Whoever this is for, whoever this reading resonates for, I feel like you're very giving naturally. I think that's why got a lot of pentacles in this, because it's not just about you being able to maintain, not just about you being able to obtain things, right, from the material, but I feel like you're very giving, and that's why a lot of abundance comes back to you, because you don't harbor it, right? You share it, and you express your gratitude for it. You understand that, nothing is truly ours. Really, everything just comes and goes. That's how life is, everything is temporary. So you appreciate that, and you try to use your resources wisely, I feel. So yeah, that's awesome. I mean, Aries, overall, this is a very good reading. It shows that you are doing the inner work. There's a lot of shadow work that's been taking place. I feel like obviously there are some aspects here that need addressing still, particularly when it comes to communicating and expressing what needs to be said. But you're getting there, you're doing the work. You'll find the time and the words to express what it is that needs to be said. I feel like you are coming out of this energy. You understand that, what not wanting to act on something is just coming from a place of fear, because there may be some regret, or you may feel some guilt for something that was once said or was not said when you felt like that was the time to do so. But, you're getting past that, and you'll get to the point where you'll reach out to whoever you need to reach out, and you'll have this discussion, okay? So it's looking very, very good. So just want to say, I wish you all the best in this process. You're doing awesome. Keep going. You got my support. And I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you want a personal reading, you can find the details in the description below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will do another reading for you guys very soon. So keep an eye out for an announcement. And for now, take care.